Oh, I want to equip that ring. So one of the things that I don't like is I don't like wearing both Havel's ring and the Ring of Favor and Protection. But when I put it on, I'm now fat rolling because of that. So one of the things I want to do here is I want to have the Eagle Shield because, well, the boss fight is relating to lightning. So let's find some lightning protection gloves that are lighter than what we're wearing. That looks pretty good, but it's heavier. That one's significantly heavier. So I don't have any, so I'm going to have to look in my bottomless box to see if I have anything more. The rolling thing is just kind of a comfort thing. You can do just as well with this. The animation is slightly slower, but once you get used to it, it's not so bad. It does make it much more difficult to avoid certain attacks, but I would say for the next boss fight, if you were used to fat rolling, you could do it. You could do it. Not too difficult. Now, I'm not human, so I can't summon. Notice how much our health is increased. Table. Can I level up? Oh, so close. You know, there are mans out here. I'll just fight a mans. Just cheese them to death. Hey, come here. That Ring of the Firstborn's hardcore. Okay. Let's get more endurance. And I think that's okay for now. We'll start increasing our faith again. So we have 69.6 equip load. Let's get our bottomless box out. Check on our armor here. Want something that is less than... How much do our gloves currently weigh? Actually, we might just want to check our load here. 36. We're almost there. Yeah, so if I just had the gloves, we would be okay. So how much do they currently weigh? And currently 3.7. You know what I could do though? I could just use a bunch of soul items and get my let's put I could use the Mask of the Mother. Nah. These guys deal physical damage. I do want armor for this. This guy's no joke. Boss. Shadow gauntlets. 10. Eight. Pretty Princess gloves have 11, which are terrible physical. Black iron gauntlets are heavier, obviously. Traveling gloves are shit. Traveling gloves are like the worst. Tattered cloth manchette is only 10. This is 12. 10. 13 on the leather gloves, and they're pretty good for physical defense. Black leather gloves are slightly better physical, but not as with lightning. Ah, there we go. That's what we want. The Wanderer's Manchette. I like that. Now let's actually level those up, since we can. Got plenty of Titanite shards. Get them up until we're done with large Titanite shards. Or I run out of fucking souls. Okay. Again, there's mans out here I can fight. Hello, spear guy. Let's make sure to see if he dropped his souls. So now I'm on the medium roll with without Havel's ring equipped, which is what I was going for. How did I do that? Let's get this up. So now we're into chunks. Okay. I could upgrade this. I don't know, I kind of like the skirt. It looks kind of stupid when you're human, though, because you're barefoot, but whatever. Repair our equipment. Don't want shit breaking while we're fighting, guys. Okay, so what do I want to have equipped here? I want to have the Thunderstone Plate Ring equipped in my other slot. And now this shield has 75% lightning block, but only 95% physical block. But if we had something like the giant shield, that would be better, or Havel's shield. There isn't anything else we can get that has as good of lightning block as the one shield. Although this one's pretty good. It has less physical block. You know, that shield's pretty good for lightning block, as is the shield I have now. Or my Black Knight shield. I think I'd actually want to trade 10 lightning block for 5 physical block for this fight. Although the stability is higher on this. Well, if I were to want to use it, I would want to upgrade it. So let's, this is the only place I would ever use the Eagle Shield, though. I'll use it for this boss fight. Just because. Oh. I ran out of souls again. Excuse me. I gotta go. Squish a man with my god spells. Hup. See how much extra damage that does when I have the Ring of the Firstborn equipped? Okay. That's good enough. But you see now the stability is 71. It's pretty good. Okay. So, initially, 97 souls, that's pretty nice. Initially, I don't want to actually summon for this boss fight. I was going to use my Fire Claymore for this, but I think I'm limited as far as what I can use. Well, I was like, well, I could just swap out something else. This is actually lighter. Would that give me a normal? No. This is even lighter than that. Yeah, but it's 3 pounds here because of my Claymore. Yeah, I don't think I can afford to use the Claymore on this. Okay, so let's prepare our spells. We're not going to have time to use the heal spell in here, I would expect. So this is one of the fights, one of 2 fights in the game that I find it useful to have more than 10 Estus flasks for. Although, initially, I'm not going to want to have that equipped. Great Chaos Fireball would probably do some work here, but I want to have Combustion equipped. And Wrath of the Gods, we'll keep Wrath of the Gods equipped. I don't know, that might be useful. It's nice and fast. We can punch it a couple times to deal with that. Now, we will see what the boss fight is having in store for us. Here. And you see how that kind of bounced off the shield? And he kind of got, not staggered, but stunned for a second. That is what the great shields will do. Notice how close to that spear guy I got. The other spear guy. Like, the thing about the 95% physical block is you're not even noticing, probably, the minute amount of damage I'm taking. 95 physical block's pretty good. Once you start getting down into, like, the lower 80s is where you start really noticing the chunks being taken off. And the fact that I'm blocking so much damage, or it's taking less stamina for blocking more damage, is quite helpful. So I'm going to go in there with the very most 9 Estus flasks. I'll just run over here. I'm going to end up fighting these giants no matter what, because, well, I could activate them and just run up to the boss door, but, see, I took quite a bit of damage there. But the boss door is situated in such a way that you will actually get damaged by these guys through it. So, I'm going to have 8 Estus flasks. That's kind of unpleasant. It makes being near the boss door something you don't want to do. So let's run past this dragon bow guy. But potentially you can do it, especially on the first one, where you're going to have the cutscene here. Yeah. Oops. Go invincibility frames. Yeah. But as you can see, there actually is some taken off my life bar, but it's just very hard to notice the 5% damage I'm taking here whilst blocking. And one of the bosses here, I'll just say, because I've kind of already spoiled it, does some lightning damage, and he'll also deal lightning damage on his physical attacks. And I've also probably kind of spoiled it by the way I'm talking, that, yeah. We'll just check it out. There are 2 bosses. So this is Ornstein and Smog, or Smoth, however you pronounce that. Oh. This is one of the hardest boss fights in the game. Now, Smoth here is usually my primary target, because I like fighting. Well, we'll see in a minute. I'll probably not survive very long in this. And that is why I have the shield I have equipped. So one thing to note about Ornstein or Ornstein, is he is immune to lightning. Smoth is not, or Smog. They're both fairly susceptible to fire. Let's demonstrate this. Oh, he just dodged it. One thing about Smog, I'm just gonna call him Smog. One thing about his hammer is that it acts as a shield as well. So, you jerk. I'm trapped in the corner. So I'm doing alright on this. I could be doing worse. So, taking down Smog is my priority right now because of Lightning Spear. And the nature of the boss fight is, well, I'll just tell you, once you kill one, the other one will take on the properties of the other. And all that happens to Ornstein is it gets bigger. Smog, however, will get Ornstein's lightning attacks. And I couldn't see that he was doing that attack when I started the animation, because he was behind that big fat fatty. Okay, so it's a very difficult boss fight. However, we have a friend here who could potentially help us. So let's see what the boss fight is like without it. Without having that problem there. And let's go ahead and kindle the bonfire again. I haven't demonstrated kindling a bonfire above a certain level. I'll probably get invaded before I get down there, though. And the place where you have to summon Solaire is fairly inconvenient in relation to the place you have to be. So, there's another guy we could summon, but we're not going to summon that guy. So I'm going to ignore these Silver Knights here. Just keep running. They will stop following us after a while. At the very least, I can jump out the window, and they can no longer follow us. That also sends me to a different area as far as invading goes. They're still following me. Okay, doesn't look like they're after me anymore. So Solaire's summon sign is right down there. It's doing pretty good on that. Get up here. Can I get him from up here? I can. Okay. And at the very least, I want to fight this guy. But I think I activated both of them. I did. Okay, that other guy will go up there. So that's okay. I thought he was going back, but he's not. Oh, blinded. We could also summon a player. Oh boy. This is the kind of thing I wish I'd bought a bunch of firebombs for. So I wouldn't have to waste my spell charges on things like this. Did he take damage there? That would have been really funny. Yeah, they did. He healed himself. You guys are not cooperating. I guess this is the danger of running past everything. Okay, that guy looks like he's going back. Except that he's not now. I fucking hate that. Stay on his shield side. There we go. Okay. So now, I think we're still going to have to deal with this guy, yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't really want a player to invade because I don't want them to actually do anything. Because I want to choose which one I want to fight, and the player might decide they want to go after Ornstein because that's what some people do. Some people go after Smog, so. Come on, giant bro. I hate these guys. No. No T-bowing. Okay. 14 Estus flasks. Not too bad. So come on, Solaire. Solaire is mostly going to be a distraction, which you can see is invaluable in this fight. After this, we might want to get summoned to help some bros out with this fight. Because this is a fight that lots of people... Solaire, you idiot! He walked off backwards and got damaged. As far as I know, he always does that. I'm not even sure why. He's just kind of stupid, I guess. So even if he's not actually that useful as far as damage, he is pretty great for this boss fight. Too bad! Okay, so he's taking care of Ornstein over there. Did I just hit Solaire with my spell? Okay. There we go. Old Dragon Slayer over there is paying attention to Solaire, which is great. Which is funny because he's actually dealing more damage than I am to Ornstein. I'm not sure that's possible considering most of his damage is done by Lightning Spear, but Executioner Smough is not having a good plan here. Smog, I don't know. I don't care. Okay. Take that. So when that happens, Smog goes down, alternating between different ways of pronouncing it. And then his bro comes over. It's like, oh no, my fat friend, I shall absorb him into me. And then he becomes huge. Huge. This doesn't really change his properties as a boss, though. He's just bigger. Alright, Solaire. Something also of note is that he heals completely when he does that. Wrath of the Gods doing work. Okay. Thank you, Solaire. He also has this nasty grab. And that. He's immune to that. Solaire at this point is basically just a distraction, not anything more. But you need to pay attention to what he's doing. Because if he does that huge jump, which is something that Smog was doing. Not enough poise. I missed my gloves. No! That's his grab. It's really funny when he grabs the NPCs, though. And it looks really cool. Now we have to kind of get close to him. Something to note about Ornstein is that he is very difficult for him to hit you when you're not right next to him. Unless he grabs you. Locked it. There's this, Solaire's almost dead. Not much I can do about that. No, Solaire. He's actually probably slightly easier to fight without the guy there. Now, one of the things you can kind of do is you can kind of keep him stuck on one of these pillars and fight him that way. But we're not going to do that. Let's back up here. I believe he's lost the ability to throw Lightning Spear. The spell, I mean. But you can see why he's missing me. It's because his spear has a minimum range. Ow. I probably should have a lightning ball, actually. Yeah, that's doing better. You can see kind of why I wanted to have the Claymore for this. Oh. Maybe he didn't lose it. Let's pick up my souls from before, shall we? I hope Blonde Gamer is not too disappointed. Oh! Was nasty. I'm not too opposed to being invaded. It's a fun time for everybody. Oh, I got grabbed. Look at how cool this is. Look at that. It's great. It doesn't deal very much damage compared to some of the other bosses' grabs. So you don't want to be next to him for that. I'll take that over the butt smash, though. So I'm going to top ourselves off here. Oh, he's stuck on the pillar. It'd be great if you could plunging attack you off that pillar. Alright. I should have known that was going to happen. Butt smash. Yeah, I should have had fireball for this instead of combustion. It's hard to hit with combustion because he's so jumpy aroundy. Do I have any fire bombs? I don't. I got plenty of humanity to use for healing, though. Get him right up on him. Oh, no, no, no. Not then, though. Our shield is making this a bit easier, though. I will... Nope! Ooh, good thing I blocked that. Getting down to the wire here. And you'll notice I'm like completely out of spell charges once I'm done with combustion. I'll have to fight him mano a mano. I missed him. The fire bombs help out significantly here because they have a much slower or a much faster attack animation than spells do. Okay, get behind the thing. Get behind the thing. Heal up. There we go. Set fire to your crotch, Ornstein. I'm fairly certain I do have fire bombs, I just don't want to check my inventory at the moment. Because, well, Dark Souls. You cannot pause in this game. So, because I summoned Solaire for this second part is much harder. Because Solaire's always going to die. Against the bigger form because they're... Oh, God. I should have kept blocking. Because of... Well, just that they're really strong. And he's kind of a derp. But his derpiness is cool for us in that initial part. Oh, I'm getting myself trapped in a corner. That is the worst thing you could possibly do in this fight. Aside from standing under them when they're butt stomping. Getting trapped in a corner is probably worse, especially when both of them are still there. Getting up trapped in a corner, then I want to wait until he does some big move so that I can... That'll work. Get in there and hit him. Okay. So it's essentially the same fight, we just deal less damage to him with our sword. And you can see how mobility is not necessarily a prime thing, because you can maneuver yourself behind pillars and stuff, and that's not really... You don't need to be fast to do that, you just need to know what you're doing and be methodical about it. Two Estus flasks. I got plenty of humanity. There we go. He jumped. Oh, I got grabbed. Well. And the one Estus flask. You can't get me back here, bro. I'm behind a thing. I started the fight with 14 Estus flasks. I got grabbed again. That's largely random whether he'll do that or not. Up, up, pay attention. Do I want to top myself off? I think I do. Alright, let's not get too greedy. Switch to humanity. Humanity animation is slightly faster, I think, than drinking an Estus flask, so... that's what you do when you try to parry. I think you can parry this boss, but he does a lot of jumping attacks. You can't parry jumping attacks. It's not possible. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take that. I just wanted to get a hit in. Go ahead and heal up. Block. Yep. Okay, and as soon as he does an attack I can get in on, I can take him down. He's actually a bit... well, he's easier if you haven't summoned the NPC. It's just that the NPC helps you get to this point. I'm gonna have to use another humanity. That's fine. I got lots of them. And... oh, no! Come on, bro. It's a super bad combo for me there. There we go. And we get the Soul of Ornstein. Ornstein, whatever. And we get the Leo Ring. Which is, I was like, oh, I don't remember where you get that, guys, but you get it from him. We can't be invaded in here. So the Leo Ring. Thank you, by the way. Thunderstone Plate Ring. Yeah, belong to Ornstein the Dragon Slayer. Strengthens pierce weapons. Which is actually what we use most of the time. What I use most of the time in using the thrusting attack on my sword here. Now, one thing to note is that there's two elevators here. One of them is small. Svelte elevator. And the other one is for fat bottom girls over here. One thing to note is that the statues back at the beginning of the level, the beginning of Anor Londo, were of Ornstein and Smog, or Smoth, whatever. I won't have to pronounce that anymore, so I don't really care. If you take out, Lautrec, his stuff will be over here. You can actually kick him off the ledge in Firelink Shrine, which prevents this whole thing from happening. If you do that, his gear will not be here, I believe. So we have a bonfire right here. And notice how many souls we have now. We can't get invaded here, so happiness? That yes. That's a question. I'm not gonna rank that one up. So we're gonna have a message here for this. Okay. Well, let's be kind of cheeky here. No. Objects. Yes, this is what I want. Amazing chest ahead. And this one probably says something like that.
Thou hast journeyed far and overcome much, chosen undead. Come hither, child.
I messed it up. Alright.
Oh, chosen undead, I am Guinevere.
I was trying to see if there's anything behind her.
Lord Gwyn and Queen of Sunlight. Since the day Father his form did obscureth, I have awaited thee. I bequeath the Lord Vessel to thee.
So here we get the Lord Vessel, which gives me another achievement on a stupid thing that's going to be gone. So, one of the reasons I did this before doing other stuff is because you can warp between bonfires with this.
And beseech thee, succeed Lord Gwyn, and inheriteth the fire of our world. Thou shalt endeth this eternal twilight, and avert further undead sacrifices.
Okay. It doesn't look like there's anything behind her. Some statues here. You can actually... You can actually enter a covenant here. It'll give me a thing. Princess Guard. Don't remember what that does.
Since the day once living, now undead, and a fitting heir to Father Gwyn thou art, O chosen undead, and beseech thee. A grave and ardent indeed, we had felt the wood.
Blah-de-blah.
All shall be a frigid and frightful dark. Now thou shalt go forth, chosen undead. May thou be one with the sunlight forevermore.
Now, there's a thing you can do here, but I'm not going to do it. What does this say? Try rear. How about we be cheeky again? Is it orientation? No. Concepts? Nope. Actions. Yeah. So, let's leave some inappropriate messages in front of Guinevere here. Now, and go to bonfire, we can warp between them. Is there anything I want to do here first? Yes, there is. Okay, so it used to be, when the game first came out, that you could only go to certain bonfires. Notice I can warp to the Tomb of the Giants. You could warp to the Covenant bonfires. So the Daughter of Chaos would be there. This one, Dark Moon Tomb. And I believe this one is the one outside of the Altar of Sunlight. So there's that. Okay, so one of the reasons I wanted to do this before completing the whole thing with the Daughters of Chaos is that, or the Chaos Covenant, is that I could warp there, so I don't have to walk back down to Blighttown to do that. Yay! But we have other business to attend to first. We'll be back here. Because there is that optional area we need to do. And I love that area. We'll be doing that very soon. But we have that that thing. That thing we can use. If we examine, we can put the Firekeeper back. Yay! Hey, Firekeeper.
Thank you. I'm Anastasia of Astora. Now I can continue my duty as a keeper. But I only hope that my impure tongue does not offend.
Yes.
Forgive me. I am impure. My tongue never intended for restoration. Please, if you have any heart, leave me be. I wish not to speak.
Now, I think you can use her soul for reinforcing an Estus Flask, but I don't want to do that. So, since we're back at this bonfire and we can warp between them, we can come back here whenever we want. And, well, I see no reason not to kindle the crap out of this. Let's kindle this all the way up to 20. It'll be useful for walking around. I like having a 20 Estus Flask bonfire for things like that. Somebody died right next to the bonfire. So, let's continue doing some business here.